What's good, everyone? I'm here, YouTube, Facebook. I'm gonna put it on there, and just wanted to give a shout out to everybody I know and say hello. It's been a hectic week. Well, hectic at the end of it, but working, and then I gotta give a shout out to people I saw at the Padre games down in San Diego. That was pretty cool. Last Friday. Let's go back. Went to the Angel game. They lost to Oakland, but I had a great time. Met some people. So that was great. Saturday, again, met up with some people, but down in San Diego, and they they won, I believe. Yeah. And then Sunday, got to give a shout out to Tom for him to come in sweet at Petco Park. That was pretty cool. Got to meet Heath Bell. Um, he's as personal as you wished he would be. And remember getting his autograph a while back and picture and just be real nice and talking. And he was the same way in the suite with us, giving us great stories and great Ricky Henderson stories. Um, and love to share that with you if we ever talk about that, about baseball and Ricky Henderson. I know someone out there loves Ricky. Um, so that was a lot of fun. And like I say, he's just a great guy. There was food, there was drinks, there was a great view of the game. Padres did end up losing, but the experience was just a number one, as Frank Sinatra would say. Um, Worked through the week, and then and the reason I'm wearing this hat, as you can see, uh, well, let's take it back, as Carlton would say on the game show he was on Fresh Prince. Uh, Friday night, well, let's go back to Thursday. There was that big earthquake in Ridgecrest, California. That's about 150 miles north of LA. And it was like 5.4, but it was I guess, a foreshadowing to a bigger one. I forget what the terminology was. Lucy Jones, always on it at the USGS services. Um, she explained everything so well and told us about all the aftershocks and whatnot. Um, but people say, on Thursday, hey, I felt it. I felt something, felt a little, rattle, but I didn't feel anything. I remember being in our break room. I remember being, as still as I can be, trying to stay awake at work, and just finished my breakfast, 10:33, and I didn't feel anything. So when I got home, I got a note saying, "Yeah, did you feel something?" I said, "No, I didn't feel nothing." So come to find out, there was an earthquake, and or a little one, I guess, and then the foreshadowing to Friday night, which was uh, which was something. And first of all, let me say this: uh, July 4th felt weird because there were fireworks shows, third and fourth. Worked in the mornings and then got off, and was hoping to see, a good amount of fireworks shows and whatnot. But I didn't realize, maybe as a kid you don't realize it, but how short fireworks shows really are. You know, maybe as a kid you have no worth of time. You don't care about things at a certain age. All you care about is, hey, do I have a good view of the fireworks? Who's around me? But when I was smaller, which is hard to believe the way I look now. But when I was smaller, I saw fireworks to being terrifying. I would run and hide. I would cover my ears. I would um thinking that the world was ending. I was thinking all that. So um, now it's just like, oh, okay. So that will come up in the earthquake story on Friday. But how as you grow up, you're more calm about stuff and you know stuff. But anyway, I realized, yeah, how short fireworks shows really are. They're like 15, 18 minutes, and that's it. So, they have this show in San Diego where all the people go on the 4th down to the, I think, Midway Museum, but they also have two shows going on around the Bay at the same time. Or, sorry, three shows going out. So, you know, family of, however many, get all their beach chairs and whatnot and blankets and all that. Go get a spot an hour early, fight the traffic, and then oh yeah, there's a show, but it's only like 15 minutes. I mean, it's loud as hell too. Can it? Uh, yeah, I could say that. Hey, it's really loud and really bad on someone with you know no tolerance for the loud noises. So there was that. I enjoyed watching fireworks. Some from the house I could see from afar. So I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. I just sat here with him and just thought about stuff, thought about people. It was very, very nice. Friday, well, here's where it gets crazy. I did work and then got off and got home, was just relaxing. Uh, Dodgers and the Padres were on. Before that, the Angels were playing, and they beat Houston on Friday night. Now I'm watching the Padres and the Dodger game, and then I get this feeling like something's going on. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I have like symptoms of RLS, like restless leg syndrome, where it feels like there's an earthquake like every once in a while when I'm laying down still. My nerves will start to shake, my legs will start to shake, everything, right? Everything. So I'm watching the game, and all of a sudden, I see the center field camera view shaking at the Dodger game because the camera's on a tripod, remember? So, it's going bam, 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 bam. And I have the radio feed on of San Diego, and then I have the TV feed on mute, and I switch them. And I go to the TV feed and say, "Yeah, we're rolling. We're having an earthquake. We're doing this. We're doing that." Not long after, as the seismic waves come south, we start rolling. And it wasn't like a one of those destructive seismic wave earthquakes. I don't know the terminology. That's for Lucy Jones. But where I was, how I was laying down, it was just like a wave going back and forth, like 94.7, the wave. And we were just rolling. I was just rolling, 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 but there was no damage here. There was no, you know, um, worry. I had the lights off, so I didn't have to worry about, electricity. I had my phone charged just in case something happened. But yeah, it was just like a roll. That's all it was, me. Um, and then since there's a TV, since there's a delay on radio, the Padre feed ended up talking about it at the time when it started to roll in their press box. So I got a sense of how that felt in LA from Ted and Ted and Jesse, and on the radio. So you know, I go outside, I check the house, and everything looks good. The street, I said boulevard, the street looks great. Most people aren't home either, because most people are, out doing stuff. Because it felt like a day after a holiday, so you don't probably work it. So people are out doing stuff. So a lot of people weren't even home when it happened. They were probably out getting dinner or whatnot. So, and I still have this in my mind because never really been on a surfboard or a cruise ship or whatever. So that's all it was to me. And people were panicking on their phones and whatnot. And um, I guess growing up now, you go through all these things and you're prepared, or at least I was. But I was just prepared and have stuff that I need and all that. So there was no panic since the epicenter was so far away. But Ridgecrest, that's a different story. Yeah, the epicenter. It's a 7.1 or 6.9, whatever it was. That's crazy. That's the big one that everybody keeps talking about. Uh, but it doesn't affect us in LA like it does them. They got the worst of it, and I feel awful about it. And I've seen fires, I saw power outages, and I don't know how it is today, but I hope those people. I wish them nothing but the best, of course. So you can say that was the bad news of Friday night. Now let's get to the reason why I'm wearing this hat. As you know, I follow the Clippers very, very soundly. Let's just say, got my hats back there. They call them snapbacks, or not snapbacks anymore, but whatever these curved little hats are here. I got a Clipper one there, USC. I got Angels up there. I got a Raider one. Dunder Mifflin, the blue one over there. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, by the way, that Friday they gave out a Christmas stocking. It had Christmas in July, last Friday at the Angel game. But it was like June 29th. Didn't make any sense at all, but whatever. Uh, that's still weird. It's like, oh, it's December. No, it's not. It's July. It feels like December, kind of. So felt like Saturday, like I said, after the holiday. Uh, I get, I'm just chilling. Everybody's rattled from the, earthquake or the seismic wave earthquake, and everybody's on their phones, and everybody's just trying to relax. And I'm still up, and I'm checking as a nerd that I am about earthquakes and natural disasters, and preparedness and whatnot. I go on my laptop the whole time, and I'm monitoring all these aftershocks. As of now, Sunday, there's more than 3,000 aftershocks that's been going on in the same Ridgecrest area. Where they also have a Navy base as well out there. So they've been rattled pretty much since Thursday. And like I said, I wish nothing but the best. But I was monitoring that, not even, baiting an eye to what Kawhi Leonard's decision was going to be, because we didn't know. He didn't say anything, as he is, and that's great. You love a guy that's uh, not egotistic, ego-driven, but just driven by his own ability, just playing hard, playing great like he does. And you knew that with the Spurs. You knew that with him winning the championship this year with Toronto, which a lot of people said wouldn't be done because um, they're playing the Warriors. Even without KD, they said, "Oh, the Warriors will win." And KD will come back in time to save them. Um, Kawhi led the way profusely with his MVP, Finals MVP, and then he was free. And then there's all these pictures, and following airplanes, and you know, oh, why does he have moving boxes? You know, did he find an apartment out in or a house in Toronto? Did he fly back to LA? And is he, going to be a Laker? Is he going to be a Clipper? And there's all these rumors the whole week. I got so sick of them. And people are saying, "Oh, the Clippers are out of the race." There's no way. No way. It's only down to Toronto and the Lakers. So all week I'm like really bummed out. I'm at work. I'm like, man, if he goes to the Lakers, I'm so pissed. I don't even want to see games. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what the hell they're gonna do. They're gonna win the championship. You know, Kawhi would get the KD treatment when he went to Oakland with the Warriors. Um, so all Friday, I have this like horrible feeling, but I'm trying to keep it in the back of my head. That oh he's gonna. There was a report saying oh he's gonna announce today, July 5th, but he's waiting for that Coco young lady to win Wimbledon in the morning, and then he'll announce it maybe at night or whatever, or his agent or I'm sorry his uncle Dennis. um, you know, then the story will come out. Uh, it was about 11:10. I'm still awake and I'm still alert because I'm looking at any aftershocks and how big they are and all that. So I'm ready for anything. I got flashlights and all that. Then I get a report saying that Kawhi has chosen the Clippers. What? You serious? No, don't tease me. Like I said on social media, don't tease me. Don't don't hurt me again. And it's all over the place. If Woj says the story, it's got to be real, right? Rachel Nichols and then other countless media outlets who got it wrong are now reporting it, and all these people that predicted it, the Lakers, through the back door, were secretly, you know, climbing to get him, and he, I don't know if he ever had interest, but I know he met with everyone. I'm 24 hours later, 25 hours later, as I'm giving you this video. I still can't believe he chose a Clipper. I am so happy. Like, and I know we're only in July. I know this is free agency time and the off season and summer league time, but I want the season to start already. I'm um, I'm ecstatic. Like I told someone, I'm like blown away and whatnot. And then a few minutes later, I read that uh, Clippers acquired Paul George. What? For who? That's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, who did the Clippers trade away? So Shea Gilgis Alexander and Danilo Gallinari. Love him. They with a healthy Gallo, you saw what he can do, and even 2 seasons ago when he played, I think 18 games on, he was showing his form from Denver until he got hurt, and then last year he was going off. He averaged a good amount of points a game, as well as Shea Gilgis Alexander. He was. It's hard as a rookie, especially when you're starting, or coming off the bench, and you have to deal with practice and guys like Beverly all over you. And I wish them nothing but the best. I don't know how. Um, Now with Oklahoma City and Westbrook, I don't know what's going to happen with that because I'm hearing and I'm reading reports about Westbrook may be wanting out, and it's a it's a mystery where he would want to go, and then who's going to play with him because I don't know. It seems like a lot of people don't want to play with him. They say he's a stat pattern and he's never able to get over the hump. Um, he's in his own way, and I wish he garnered more respect, or he didn't fight with the fans and media so much, and maybe that would help him out. And maybe the perception of Russ would be better. But as of now, he's still with the Thunder, but in the coming weeks, you'll hear all these rumors, you'll hear all these teams, and and 80% of them would be false. Let's just say that, and that's how I felt with the Lakers with Kawhi. It was like 99% sure. Was I think Jalen Rose said that he would go to Toronto, but it was also 90% sure that he was going to the Lakers. And all week long, I was just bummed. I was like, nope. Just hope for a miracle and see what happens. And there was people on Twitter that was getting everybody through to say, hey, if he doesn't come, then we just gotta soldier on. We gotta move on and develop, see what we get down the road and all that. So, but yeah, thanks Kawhi, and he's I don't know how the introductory will be, but hopefully we'll see his face. And leave him alone. Let him do his thing. You know, however he was treated in Toronto, treat him the same here with the Clippers, and just let him be. If he has to take rest, if he has to take games off here and there, you saw what he did. He ended up being Finals MVP and the World Champion again. Let him do that. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, the Clippers have best of best organization right now. Right? Great owner that will take it to the limit, spending, will show a lot of enthusiasm and will to make something happen." Jerry West, who makes these things happen. There was a timeline, when he was a Laker coach. Well, let's start off when he played in college and then Laker player, Laker coach, Laker GM. Went to Memphis and helped them get to the playoffs. When the Grizzlies moved to Memphis from Vancouver, he came over and helped them out. Something in between, but then I think he took some years off. And then eventually, advised the Warriors not to trade Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. Imagine how that would have been. There would be no Splash Brothers. There would be, no Warriors dynasty for as long as it was. Imagine that. And he advised them, don't trade Klay. Don't do that. So then he goes to the Clippers and makes this happen. And sure, there's like 5-6 years of no draft picks, but um, you get 4 years of Kawhi, you get however many left with Paul George, and you have defense, you have players that are great with defense, and you have Beverly still, you have Zubac, Harkless came over, Gruber, I don't call him the Gruber, but Magruder, uh, a plethora of others that will make a difference. Have to look at the depth chart again. It's just, but it was still just a shock to me that day, or yes, I should say Friday night, that it was the earthquake. 3 hours later, just joy, just saying, "What the hell? Really? I can't believe it. I can't believe it." And I know we're months away, but oh, get this thing going. Man. I can't believe it. Um, so that was that. And it was just not painful, but it was just like cringeworthy, knowing all the Laker people that were talking like, "Hey, we're gonna get Kawhi, we're gonna get Kawhi, we're gonna get um, you know another superstar. How many do you need?" uh, you know, throw off the balance, of the league with the Warriors and all that. But it was cool what Brooklyn did. Everybody was saying, okay, it's going to be Lakers, Knicks. Everybody else will just get the other free agents. Nobody will matter. Lakers and Knicks. And Lakers, yeah, the Davis trade, they did that. That's fine. And what I couldn't believe is that the Pelicans couldn't get Kuzma out of the deal. I know they got a plethora of draft picks coming their way. Uh, just like the Thunder will be with the Clippers, but Pelicans, they got it's a it's a big haul, folks, as Alvin Gentry said, former head coach of the Clippers. Um, so with Zion there, and JJ Redick, and the former Lakers there, they have a young core, but I don't know how good they'll be. Maybe not a playoff team, but um, something to build on. Definitely, I know Zion just got hurt uh, during the earthquake game of summer league, and he wasn't playing anyway. But in that second half, when it happened, uh, there was concern, and I think they stopped the game. And there was a game after too, but they didn't even play that in Vegas. That's how big that quake was, by the way. The seismic waves. There was 3 states involved and country. That's how big the waves were. Just imagine that. I cannot from California didn't see anything about it. It's crazy, man. So game back Lakers, there was all these rumors and everything, and all these analysts and people with TV shows and just saying their opinion, but it's not really their opinion to me. It's just like their show saying, if you want to hear something really ridiculous, watch our show. And it may not be the truth, And it may not be my opinion, it's just something you want to hear. And that's why I can't stand all of the morning shows and the sports shows like that. Can't stand them. I really can't. Now, Jalen Rose did admit he was wrong, and that was the only person that I knew and say, hey, I said Kawhi was 99% sure he was going to Toronto. I was wrong, dead wrong, but I owned up to it. I love Jalen Rose for that. That's great. It's all these other guys, all these other, the people on Twitter, the Laker fans on Twitter that, say, hey, we have this many rings and all that. You don't have the rings. That's what I hate about all those people. Like, you know, I was one of those people. And I got out of it. I hated the Lakers, and I couldn't stand them anymore. And they did Magic dirty. Their whole organization just out of place. The Browns are running it now. They have three head coaches, and well, four. If you say LeBron is head coach, and then Vogel says he's the head coach, but Jason Kidd is there to take his job and make Lionel Hollins his Jason Kidd his make Jason Kidd's assistant. But really, the head coach, the GM, the owner is all LeBron. So um, if you like what he stands for, if you like all that, go be with the LA LeBrons. Do all that. But if you want complacency, if you want standards, if you want people that are working toward one goal and they're all doing it together, and there's viability, there's togetherness, there's teamwork and heart, and doing it for the people in the back, not just because you're entitled. Uh, that's the Clippers, and that's why I've followed them even through bad times because I knew maybe one day they would get better. We can't get past the second round. We can't get can't get anywhere. No one will come free agency. Everybody's gonna leave. That Chris Paul trade. Thank God for it. Sign and trade. And, I'm just so happy that things have ended up the way they are. Vegas, as of now, they're shook like everybody else is. Uh, they have the Clippers as the favorites to win it all, which I can't believe. I know they're just favorites. They're just odds right now in July, but that's just amazing to me to see. Um, but for those who got it wrong and just went with the way things go, I have nothing but bad things to say for you. But I wish you nothing but luck, and I ain't like the fans out there. I don't have beef with anyone. I just hate that you know you went out through with all those rumors and expect something to happen. Expected, and that was not the case. You didn't know anything. You thought you knew just based on you know what you think, what you have in front of you. You don't even know Kawhi. You don't know what's going on. Clippers went out and scouted him all last year. They sent people to. They sent uh, organizational people to Toronto, to wherever Kawhi's game was, just to see how he interacted with teammates and all that. Did his own thing, and I love that. And that's how I am too. I do my own thing. I'm real quiet, but I'll, work hard. I'll be who I am, and that's who he is. And I just, I'm just so happy. Like I said, I'm so happy they joined the Clippers, and I gave Paul George is that superstar that he needed, and you know, the league now is not ran by a big three. Uh, I don't consider DeMarcus Cousins a a big star. You know, and that's what the Lakers have now. They went out and I know they re-signed McGee and Rondo, and then they got Danny Green, they got Cousins, and I think there's a couple of others. Basically, what was ever left on the free agency list, they got. And with the Clippers bringing back Shamed, who's a rookie that they traded for in Philly for Mike Scott, and Boban and Harris, they brought Shamed back, among others. Uh, they can also get some free agents that'll work out, hopefully, and just fill out the roster and be deep as hell again. And you know, the sixth man of the year, Lou Williams. I can't say enough about him. He's clutch. He's finally comfortable because he's going to be stable somewhere for us. He's not going to get you know traded away or not re-signed. He got re-signed. You don't have to worry. You're good. So I can't wait. I'll be looking for merchandise and a great deal on it. So let me know if you can get me a deal on some stuff, wherever it may be, uh, online. So I can't wait for that season to start. Uh, that's my feelings on that. I know it's been over 24 hours now. I'm still blown away. I woke up and I looked at my phone and said, "Was it a dream? Was it a dream?" Looked at my timeline. Nope, it really happened. And since we last talked, we have the draft and lottery and Zion. I know a lot of Knicks fans were hoping Zion would have gone to New York, but they have R.J. Barrett. Zion went to New Orleans. John Morant went to Memphis. Uh, Rivers got a pair of Florida State Seminole teammates that will hopefully fill out the roster well and play. I know they just played in the Summer League yesterday, so we'll see what they contribute, what they learn from the other guys on the team. That's going to be great. The bonding of teammates. That's going to be great as well. So can't wait to see how the training camp goes and how the camaraderie comes together and we'll adopt Lawrence, defensive coaches, and how all that goes. I can't wait for all that. Um, in a way, I feel really bad for the New York Knicks, but sometimes you have fans that are just the worst, and they have some of the worst fans there. I I'm amazed at how the Brooklyn Nets got Kawhi Leonard, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I'm still shocked at that last Sunday when rumors started going out that he's gonna go to Kawhi, Kyrie and KD are gonna join up because of Live Nation and Jay Z and Beyonce and the whole Nets connection. And to me, that's like the only reason they got together. They just know people and they can work together and make more money through whatever they're able to get, which is so cool for them at least. Um, I don't know how much Kevin Durant will play this year. I'm sorry, this season, but uh, to have that happen to the Knicks, that Brooklyn, New Jersey Nets, they moved to Brooklyn. closer to you. And they take your free agents. And you even meet up with Kawhi because you were worried about losing Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. That's just a Nick thing to do. Uh, James Dolan got to sell the team because no, it goes to show no one will play there if forced, or if not forced. If they have a choice, no one's going to play with the Knicks. No one's going to be around that travesty of a franchise. And I remember saying, hey, it's a new brass. They have a new GM. They have a new president. Everything will be fine. But James Dolan is still there. Didn't factor that in. So, the Knicks fans out there, I know a couple on YouTube and Twitter and all that, yeah, I feel bad. Um, Hopefully, RJ Barrett's a stud. I know their consolation prize was Julius Randle, and then they, they ended up getting Taj Gibson um, and a couple other power forwards, and I think Era Payton. I can't remember who else, but it was just like, okay, let's just try to grab who's ever wanting to come through and just fill out the roster. And probably won't be that good, but we'll try again for 2020 and try for the lottery again. Hopefully, be number one. uh, but that's New York, and I'm just happy I'm far away from that madness of the horrible owner was in that madness. But it's, uh, it's a good time in the NBA now. It's a good time because there's more duos now because of the movements of free agents and trades and everything. Uh, there's more duos than ever. And I counted how many duos there was. About more than half of the league, you could say, that has certified duos, even if they're rookies. Like you have Zion, you have Ingram, you have Zion or Ball. If you choose to go that route with New Orleans, um, but everything feels more balanced, especially in the East now. With what they did with Philly getting Horford, signing Harris back. Yeah, Jimmy Butler went to Miami to help them out. Hopefully, put some fight into it, even more fight. Uh, but I don't know how man he might be alone, man, which isn't a bad thing. But uh, since there's no tax, I guess he took the money there. Boston and Charlotte basically traded point guards Kemba Walker, who will be seen now on the national television schedule with the Celtics. And I'm rooting hard for Kemba because he had to deal with all those bad contracts of others in Charlotte, and that's gonna temper Charlotte for at least a couple more years, maybe 3 or 4. They have some really bad, high price contracts that are gonna hold them back, and now they got Terry Rozier going there. He's gonna have his chance to start, make things happen. So shout out to Scary Terry. See what happens with that. Uh, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of duos. There's a lot of optimism, especially here with me and the Clippers. I'm still starstruck. I'm still speechless. Well, I'm not speechless, but I still have my breath taken away. My heart stopped. I'm mind blown. Everything. Just, is it October yet? I mean, Can we play some games? Can we get to Christmas? Can we get a hallway series, playoff series? Can we get a finals and a championship? I want all that, man. Long suffrage. You know, Clippers, man. God, I hope it is all that. That'd be so much fun. Just I don't know, you know, I don't know how other people feel, but a lot of others are Laker fans and Clipper fans. We're just in the back. We're getting mocked. We're getting teased. It's school all over again for some of us, and now we're here to prove everyone wrong. Basically, it. We're here to prove everybody wrong and enjoy the ride. But that goes for all the teams. If you're blessed, able to get who you can, and work with whoever you can. Good for y'all, man. That's great. So I'm trying to think of anything more I have, in life. Life is just routine. My life right now is just a lot of working. Here and there, you get to be really happy and not work and go out and do stuff. And this is a girl I really like. And we've met up and we talked and you know see how great that goes. And I, uh, I just really like talking with her about anything and anyone. It's just amazing. So life right now is pretty good. There's games to be going to. There's drinks to be had. There's hopefully less food to eat because I got to do a better job of all that. But life is great right now, and hopefully it's the start of something better even on all fronts. Um, this woman and Clippers. I really have to mention something, and it's part of the week that was. It didn't get to my mind until now, but with the passing of Tyler Skaggs with the Angels here, there's a sense of loss. There's a sense of uh, for the teammates that really loved him, loved how he was. It's a hard time right now. But the Angels organization is not a stranger to this. They've had, I think, 6 players die. Not all during the season, but the majority of them. And I could only imagine uh, Tyler being just a great teammate and having fun, and it's just another dagger to the heart of the Angel organization, and I wish nothing but I don't know how can you mend a broken heart to his wife. Just got married last year, Tyler and his wife, and I can't really. On Monday I was on the loss for words and watching the press conferences and seeing how they're playing, and me being an Angel fan, it hit me kind of hard, but um, you know, they'll play for Tyler. Um, he'll be remembered as a pitcher that was just trying to get it together after all the injuries he's been through, Tommy John surgery, inconsistency with his starts. But most of all, he shouldn't be remembered for that. but just being a great teammate. From what I heard, just having the heart, going out there every start, doing his best. That's all you can ask, no matter what his record was. If he was well enough to be a starter, he was out there doing well, no matter what the results were. Came to realize that through this whole week. I just said, throw all that, throw the records out, just all that. You know, just remember him as number 45, and uh, he's here a long time. He's with the Angels a very long time. I believe he was with the Trumbo trade, and he's from Arizona, and didn't know much about him. I loved Trumbo, and when I heard the trade went down, like, okay, who did Angels get? Who's Tyler Skaggs? Okay, up and coming, promising. Like I said, throw the record out. Might not have been great. I've missed a lot of time, but seemed like he was always in great spirits. And uh, his mystery, about why he passed in his hotel room. He felt fine flying from flying from Anaheim to Texas Sunday to Monday, and we'll know maybe in October with the autopsy. And that's just a tough time for the Angels and the players and the organization, coaches, management, ownership. And I know July 12th, that's a Friday, coming up. It'll be the first home game since Tyler passed, and I'm going to do my best to be there and reminisce and just give my respect and my full attention to what's going on that day at the Big A. So maybe I'll see you guys out there on the 12th. I'll be in San Diego on the 15th. Um, I forgot. I don't know. The NBA talk just got me all twisted, and then I just remembered. Oh yeah, something else happened. Sadly enough, but yeah, we remember his good times. We remember what he meant to others, and that's the most important part I think about when you pass. What will others remember about? I think that's the best part about your life remembered is that hey, you might not be here, but remember that time. Remember he did this. You know. Remember he did that. Okay, that was cool. So the stories will come up. I know they did at the press conference. That's pretty cool. How they're all laughing when certain stories are brought up and all that. That was just heart wrenching for sure, and sad and all that. But when you see the guys remember and just love Tyler for who he was, you know it hit him hard. And I know they're playing for him. And we're all hoping they do well. I don't know if they'll get into the playoffs, but hopefully make it a run that'll be memorable and see what can happen with the last wild card spot. A lot of teams in front of California, but maybe a little help go a long way. So, on that front, we'll see what happens with that. I'm uh, I'm shocked how this week went. Uh, last Friday through today on Sunday. Um, on those literally roller coaster, wave, quake uh, weeks that you'll never forget, and you'll have stories about it. You'll have countless remembrance of it. So I'm James, and uh, hopefully I'll be doing more videos and more videos. And I'm kind of thrown off by just work and all that. And fortunately, I always have guys at uh, the grinds and their podcast and their friends and Carlos, his Viking podcast. Everybody that has a podcast doing their thing. And, this really isn't a podcast, but it's just video pouring out my heart, my feelings, my playback of the week that was, and all the badness that was. If there's a week to top this last week, I don't know if I want to go through it again. My probably lost a lot of uh, minutes to my life and more gray hairs than ever. But it's just been crazy, and I just think for I want to thank whoever watches this and comments. Just let me know on the topics what's up, um, how you guys have been, and what your lives have been through all the topics and the changes we all talked about. I know we went back and forth with the topics, but it was all predicated on just the week that was. That's basically what it was. So for me, James, and me alone here, uh, shout out to all of you who watched all this time. Almost an hour I see on the clock, but that's okay. I ramble, I rant, I grant. It's all good. See y'all soon. Bye.